I am delighted to provide this message to the National Women's Alliances on the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Violence and sexual assault against women is totally unacceptable. Sadly, statistics tell us that 1 in 3 Australian women will have experienced physical violence since the age of 15, and almost 1 in 5 have experienced sexual violence. The Coalition Government understands that in order to prevent violence against women and their children, attitudes around gender equality and violence need to change. Preventing violence against women requires a sustained commitment by all governments and across the community. Preventing violence against women requires efforts in primary prevention, gender equality, and women's economic independence. On the 25th of November each year, we observe the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, an important global campaign dedicated to raising awareness of violence against women. This day was chosen to commemorate the death of the 3 Mirabel sisters who were detained, tortured and assassinated in 1960 during the dictatorship of Trujillo in the Dominican Republic. This day also marks the day of 16 days of activism to stop violence against women. These 16 days include the anniversary of the Montreal massacre in 1989, when a gunman shot and killed 14 female students after ordering 48 men to leave and declaring his hate of feminists. In commemorating these events, we are, of course, saddened and sickened. But we are also given cause to celebrate when so many individuals and organisations come together across the world to challenge attitudes, raise awareness and eliminate violence against women. On this very important day, I would like to acknowledge the work of the National Women's Alliances in leading the force for change. Our government is proud to support the alliances in your endeavours to advance both the status and safety of women. You have already achieved so much representing the voices of women from across Australia, including those who are most vulnerable, and I commend you on your outstanding contributions. Our government is firmly committed to a zero tolerance policy on violence against women and their children. We will continue to build upon the Howard government's women's safety agenda, which put the elimination of domestic and family violence and sexual assault as national priorities for the very first time. We have committed to the ongoing implementation of the National Plan to reduce violence against women and their children, and to ensure that its programs are properly resourced and effective. This year's 57th session of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women priority theme for consideration was the elimination and prevention of all forms of violence against women and girls. The Coalition Government will continue to stress the importance of this issue both internationally and domestically. Primary prevention and support for victims of domestic and family violence and sexual assault will continue to be a key focus, and we are already taking strong steps. On the 19th of November, the Prime Minister, Tony Abbott, announced a further $1 million to expand the White Ribbon campaign to increase engagement from culturally and linguistically diverse communities, including new and emerging communities. We have a long and difficult road ahead, but I am confident that with the right approach and well-targeted programs, we will make significant inroads to eliminate violence against women and their children. I look forward to continued collaboration with the National Women's Alliances to make sure that all women live in safety and security.